Everyone knows Philippians 4:13, which says, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. But not a lot of people know the context for this verse, so let me read it. So starting in verse 10, Paul says, I rejoiced in the Lord greatly, that now at length you have revived your concern for me. You were indeed concerned for me, but you had no opportunity. Not that I am speaking of being in need, for I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. A lot of people read that verse and apply it to their lives in this way. I can do whatever I want because God will give me the strength. I can do whatever random thing I want to do because God will give me the strength. This is not what Paul is saying. Paul is saying that in the highs and in the lows, God has helped him face that. God has helped him be content. In plenty, he can do all things through him who strengthens him. In the hunger, he can do all things through him who strengthens him. In the abundance and the need, he can do all things through God who strengthens him. So for us, that means that we can't take this verse and read it as, whatever I want to do, God will give me the strength to do it. No. This verse really means whatever God wants me to do, he will give me the strength to do it. If God is calling you to missions, global ministry, that's hard. But if that's God's calling for your life, he will give you the strength to do it. In the same way, if God's calling you to be a doctor and go to school for years and years and years, that's hard. But God will give you the strength to do that because that's his calling for you. That's what this verse means. It's not that I can go jump off a cliff and be completely fine. It means whatever God's calling me to do, he will give me the strength to do it. So just remember this week, when you're within the will of God, he will give you everything you need to do the will of God.